Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. If you are new, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Today is card day and we are doing, I've heard it called a backwards Z-fold. So it is this way like that. I love these. They're so fun and they're really, really pretty. So, I mean, you can do so much with this fold type. But what I am sharing today is 2 ways that you can do this card. And I am going to show you the easy way actually to do it. But I want to show you that you can do it a little bit more detailed and you have to put a little bit more work into it. So what I'm using today is the Happiness Abounds stamp set, and I am also using the Bottled Happiness stamp set, and we are using it for the bottle here, this larger bottle, but this one we are using for, and we're also using this one, or no, we're using this one for the sentiment. And I stamped all these flowers and these leaves here, all of these 5 right here, and I colored them with the blends. So this is the one that's a little bit more detailed, a little bit more work, but it's a little bit brighter, and I did the bottle a little bit different just to show you a little bit different technique. And then this one I added our iridescent rhinestones to this one, but I didn't add it to this because I want to show you can do a lot more detail. You can make it, you know, a little bit more involved, or you can do it the easy way like I'm going to do it with this one using the Designer Series paper. Now the Designer Series paper that I'm using for this coordinates with this Happiness Abounds, and it is called Hues of Happiness. So it is this, and you can see I used this section, and you use the dies that you have with that bundle, and it cuts out the leaves and the flowers. So I did all that ahead of time, so we didn't have to sit and watch me run everything through the cut and emboss. And then the other paper I'm using for this background is this one that's called Awash in Beauty. And another way you can do it, here's another idea for you, is you can cut out this whole blossom right here. You can fussy cut it, or you can use your brother's scan and cut, and you can just use that and make it super quick and easy. But I wanted to show you that you can do it however you like, but you have options here. So this is what I'm sharing. I am sharing actually the bundle for the Happiness Abounds, and then this also the bundle because you need the punch to stamp out or to cut out the little bottle here. So that's what we're using for this, and then we are also using our stitched rectangles. Now if you don't have these, why don't you have them yet? Because these are so good, y'all. Look at all these that come in here, and I did pull out the one that we're going to use, and you do need to cut 2 of those, which I already did. So these are the 2 that we're using, and I already ran those through the cut and emboss. And so this is what I'm going to share today, and it's really one of those like wow cards because it looks like you spent forever doing it. And actually this one that I colored, it did take a lot longer to color them and everything, but it was just, you know, the coloring I do is really simple and easy. So it's all up to you how you want to do it. But I did not stamp the inside because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for. But I did stamp the little flowers on the bottom. And this one I did the wishing you all the happiness you can imagine on the inside of that one. All right, so let's get started. What you're going to need for this is a regular 8.5 by 5.5. And we are going to score this in half and then in half again, and I'll show you that you can score it or you can do it another way that's a lot easier, and I'll show you that way because, and I'll give you the measurements to score it if you rather score. And then you need 2 pieces to mat it. One is 4 by 5 1/4, and then one is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and then you need some basic white for stamping, and then these 2 stitched rectangles for that. I think that's pretty much everything except for the iridescent rhinestones that I talked about. So if you want to do it the easy way, all you have to do is fold this in half like this. Make sure it's lined up really good though. I really prefer scoring. I know a lot of girls that do this. They can get it really straight. I'm just not that great at that. But we're going to just use our scoring tool and then score it. But it does make it a lot easier for some people. And then this front piece, you're going to score, you're going to fold that in half. And the measurements for this are 2 1/8 and 4 1/4 if you want to score. And then there's your basic card. See, very, very simple. So let's mat it. I'm going to just use my Stampin' Seal for this. I still have my mint tape everywhere because I was cutting out all these pieces. And it goes really quickly because you could cut out a bunch of things at the same time on this designer series paper. But like I said, you can even use the back of this one if you really want to stick with one designer series paper. I'll do that this way. And then we have it matted. You can mat that side if you'd like to. It'd be still the same measurement as this one. All right, then with this one right here, we are going to just do half of it. I'm going to use my plus for this. Make sure you got your stitching up the right way. And then you only want to do half of it. And then you're going to center that in the middle. This is an easy card, y'all. And you can make it as fancy as you want or less fancy. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to stamp and punch our bottle. So I'm using soft suede for this. I think I'm going to keep it dark. The other one I stamped off, so if you like it that way with the lighter, you can stamp off and then stamp and then stamp this as a solid color instead of stamping off. And then there's our bottle there. And then it's the vintage bottle punch that you need to punch this out. And then there's our little bottle. Let's go ahead and add it. I'm going to glue it with wet glue. And we're going to glue this on first, and then we're going to arrange our flowers. Now I'm using different flowers. I used all the flowers I can on here, so it's going to probably look a little bit different, but I just got a variety that I just cut out because that was what was left on that sheet. So what we're going to do first is we are going to grab our dimensionals, and we are going to put dimensionals on all of these pieces, because you want to pop up the flowers. We're not popping up the leaf, just the flowers. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put, I know I want this dark one on there. I think maybe this one. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I also have this little yellow one, and this one I was going to use on the other one, but I thought against it and went against it, so I can use it if I want. But I guess I'll put it on this rose too, just in case I decide to use it. All right, then you're just going to start layering your flowers. I think I might use this one up here. I really like these little ones too. And you can use as many flowers as you want and make this as big as you want. I think I'm just going to go with it like this, and I'm going to just start. Now you can keep them, space them apart, because we're sticking leaves in there in between. So let's get these backings off and get these down. So let me see, I don't know, maybe I'm going to put this rose up at the top and put this one down at the bottom. Yeah. I always change my mind, y'all, so you have the option to do it how you like. And then I think I'm going to put this one up here. We may lift it. I'm not pressing it down all the way, just in case I change my mind, which that's very possible. And then I think this one. Just because there's a little bit of a different color to it. All right, I think that's what we're going to go with there. And now we're going to start layering these. And I'm just going to start putting them in. You can go way over this stitched rectangle. I know I want one in here, like coming from that rose. And then maybe here. I like these one that have the multiple on it. So let's see, should we do that? I think I might go with it just like that. So let's go ahead and glue them in place. Y'all just do your own design. It's all up to you. That's what's so fun about this. You can make it so different. You don't want it to go over your card up here because it's going to fit in an envelope, and you don't want it not to fit in your envelope or to squish your leaves there. But I'm telling you, this is so easy, y'all, and look how pretty that it turns out with these flowers that you can simply cut out with your dies. I don't even know if I want to put another thing of leaf there. No, I'm leaving it just like that because I think that looks pretty. The other one I added Winkostella, so if you want to add some Winkostella, go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to add it to this one. I'm going to add these little rhinestones because they're just so pretty. So we're going to put a couple down here. One more over on the other side. I always like to do it in threes. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a trick to getting the inside panel on, and then we are going to add our bow with our linen thread. So if you want to make sure this is going to be centered, what you're going to do is you're going to use some removable adhesive. I just got that from off of Amazon. I could link it in the description. And you just line it up here. And then you're going to just use your Stampin' Seal. Just fold that down. And then you can rub that removable right off. Just like that. And then let's stamp the inside, because I probably will use this one. I'm going to use Memento Black and use the same sentiment because I really like this. Wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. It would be a really cute wedding card. All right, and then let's make our bow. And I'm making a double bow with this linen thread. So make sure you have enough. And if you haven't done this before, use your bone folder and it will straighten this out. It definitely makes it easier to tie a bow. And I'm using quite a bit because I want the tails on this to be a little bit long. It just looked really pretty with them long. So I'm going to cut that and then cut these a little bit shorter. And then use a glue dot to put it on your card. I just set it right there at the top. And then you can adjust these if you want to. I need to shorten those just a hair. But you can do them however you like, however long you like, and whatever. So there you have it. Isn't it quick and easy? And it's really one of those it turned out really pretty with these flowers. It's so easy. And just one of those that you can make a ton of these at one time. So here's the harder version. Here's the other. You can do it whichever way you want. It's all done the same way, only you're coloring your images and stamping them on this one. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. If you need any supplies, this is my June host code. You can shop from my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Have a blessed day, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.